What's going on, people? Myke C-Town here. So this past weekend, a big fest called Project Pabst came through my city. It had Sandy Gold, the Internet, NOFX, Mastodon, Run the Jewels, and when it was announced, it was an absolute no-brainer that I'd be attending this. But after a string of unfortunate events, most of which you guys know about, all events that ended up costing me quite a bit of money, the fest being $55, as much as it killed me, I had to accept the fact that I just could not afford to go. So as I do, I got on Twitter to vent a little bit about the fact that Run the Jewels was playing walking distance from my house. And I was missing it because some pieces of shit stole my car and destroyed it. So when I tell you I was bummed was actually an understatement for what I was. I was fucking crushed. So what happened was people started writing LP and Killer Myke, telling them that they should get me in. And after a few people did this, I actually asked them to stop. I asked them to stop a couple of times because the last thing I wanted was for Killer Myke or LP to think this was my intention. I never, ever ask people for shit, and I'm not down with being a charity case. But it looked like my request for them to stop was actually pointless because I got up from my computer and I came back about 10 minutes later and I had this tweet from LP saying something along the lines of, come on man, I got you, DM me. And I had to actually stop for a minute and be like, seriously, did that really just fucking happen? But before I could even DM him, he actually DM'd me and said, hey, send me your full name and email and I'll hook you up with a pass. I had to step away from my computer for a minute again. Like, I couldn't believe this was happening. I almost shed a tear, straight up. But not like some old bitch ass sucker tear. I'm talking about like a hard ass hood thug tear. You know what I mean? Like one of your homies just got shot tear. Like the one little drop rolls out the corner of your eye and kind of rolls down your face, but you're too hard to wipe that shit off. Just let that shit fall. Like that kind of tear. Hard, motherfucker. So thanks to LP, I got to go to the fest and see all of the bands that I wanted to see. The first band being The Biters. They're a local band that I've talked about before on my channel. I hadn't actually seen them live since they signed to Earache. But god damn, these guys put on a great show every single time. And it seems like their live show is just getting better and better. They're super tight and they sounded awesome. They played a lot of the songs I wanted to hear. And one of the best aspects of their live show is the in-between song banner. Tuck, their singer, is fucking hilarious.
All the way from Universal Studios, we have Thor. Come up here. If your dick looks anything like your arms, I would be scared to let you in front of any woman.
And I even got to see my boy lose a beer drinking contest.
We got Dusty Booze right here.
I also got to catch NOFX. I was looking forward to seeing them big time. I hadn't seen NOFX since probably the late 90s. And they were great, man. The sound was kind of shitty. It sounded like the speakers were fucked up, but the band itself was still pretty good. They still do the same silly in-between banner of dick and fart jokes. The same dumb jokes they made probably back in the 90s when I saw them last time. And being that they're 40-year-old dudes in a punk band, I'm not sure if that's cool or lame. After some chilling with homies and hanging out and eating and all that, the main act, the boys, the legends, Run the Jewels went on. And when I tell you the place was so packed, I couldn't get anywhere near the front. I have never seen my neighborhood this packed with people. The anticipation when they were playing that Queen intro was so high. Then it kicked off and these guys, holy shit, their set was fucking insane. The amount of energy that Killer Myke and LP had, the amount of energy the crowd was giving back to them was on an astronomical level. We were treated to some great banner between Myke and L, including this moment.
And let me just say that once RTJ3 drops, and we tour the world, I expect Killer Myke to run for mayor of fucking Atlanta.
And you better believe if I ever do become mayor, Atlanta will be a city where working class people can afford to live.
And also, where his, you know, upper middle class, crooked white friend from Brooklyn can afford to live. Because the second that you're in control, real estate scams, 100%.
Killer Myke is mayor of Atlanta. That would be a glorious day. I can't think of someone I'd rather see in this position. You know, someone who truly cares about the city and the people who live in it. And I can't think of a bigger victory for Atlanta, you know, for the urban communities of the city, and for hip-hop in general, man. I think that would just absolutely be amazing. We also got a taste of a new song from their upcoming RTJ3 album.
My job is to fight for survival, fighting up all that ass white folks.
This is spiritual warfare that you have been dealing with. This is not a fight that you have been dealing with flesh and blood, but this is a fight against principalities,
Run the Jewels 3.
evildoers, and unclean spirits.
RTJ3, motherfucker.
Way back to the top face down in the Vietnam box, so I cannot follow you. I didn't walk uphill both ways to the booth and back to the wild on you.
Fucking fire.
What part of me, I guess I'm just as same as you excited. Oh, baby, sanctifying the statistic is the range. Yeah,
This one the juice is. Murder make them alive. Abuse it. Psychotic use it to lose it. To be simply abuse it. And that's new niggas in. True niggas are setting. Simple minded, simple setting. Getting dumped down, but it's on for radio station by design.
But overall, Run the Jewels, they made my weekend. They're one of the few groups that are hyped, but they live up to every ounce of the hype. If you've never seen these guys live and you have the chance soon, do not fuck that up. Please go.
But I ain't here for no races. I'm just taking vacation. I tell
fuck them, I never loved them.
I tell them
Fuck them, I never loved them. We tell them,
fuck them. We never loved them.
goddamn Atlanta!
But hold on, we're not done. I also made it out to a late night performance by The Difference Machine. If you guys don't remember them, Dead in Hip Hop, we did an interview as well as premiered one of their videos. They're a dope-ass local group. So me and a couple friends had a couple drinks, we were feeling nice, and we were treated to a super dope performance by these guys.
Right. This is what I consider each other.
What they do on record is pretty dope, but what they do on stage is another story. They owned the stage, every inch of it, and damn, there wasn't a better way to end my night. Overall, this was a lot of fun, something I really needed, man. You know, seeing my neighborhood lit up with crazy people, all having a good time, no fights that we saw, no bad attitudes that we saw, the streets filled with music, good times with amazing performances, good time with homies. You know, it was just what I needed to get out of the shitty funk that I've been in lately. So once again, I can't thank LP enough for what he did. Someone, you know, that's on top of the world as far as music goes, who doesn't have to give a shit about some little old nobody like me, but he went out of his way to ensure that someone who's been a diehard fan of his music since the late 90s was able to see him perform. He got nothing out of this, man, just the satisfaction of helping a fan, and I'm just so thankful for him doing this. You know, he won't see this video, I'm sure, but thank you so much, LP, for what you did, man. Once again, the kindness of others comes through and makes my depressing dark cloud of a world a little lighter. Just, that was the clouds parting. Get your minds out of the fucking gutter, you perverts. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I will be back to doing my regularly scheduled programming, vinyl videos coming up soon, What Do You Want to Know videos coming soon, and make sure you guys go check out the video I premiered from New Duo. The shit's tight. Tight as fuck. Tight. Alright, as usual, thank you for living, thank you for loving, thank you for being you, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright, peace, bitches!